EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they're going to mark that where it went. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Trying the right side with Mitchell. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down and 7. Right back to Mitchell here. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now it's Nix. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. An audible here to get a new look. Going for it, it's Mitchell. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And this defense holds on the Knights' opening drive. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Now 2nd and 9. A run up the middle with Irving. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down. Here's Purdy. A short one here, caught by McBride. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little. Inside the 40.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. Mechie, the man in motion. Purdy looking to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
That's an early scrambler that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
That's complete to Michael Wilson. Touchdown, Cardinals! Michael Wilson, 35 yards. And the Cards are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. This to the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. Next to the air. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Nix. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Anthony Schwartz, the intended target, but it's going to be second down. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's Nix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 45-yard line. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Throwing Nix. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield.
Throw left side. There's Schwartz with it. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Nix looking to throw again. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Mitchell. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
They'll try and throw. Here's Nix rolling to his left. Touchdown, Broncos. Anthony Schwartz, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Broncos are an extra point away from drawing level. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. But they tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up.
And the pressure gets to him again. Chase Young now with his 2nd sack here on opening night.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Boy, tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this 1st down. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll go for it. Here's Purdy. Pass complete there to Harrison. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Off the play fake, Nix. Throwing left side, and Watson has it. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw, here's Nix. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Wolf on now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost...
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Anthony Schwartz, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. The extra point up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. still staying on his feet. Are you serious? And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Back to throw, Purdy. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. From the 35, here's 2nd and 3.
Let's go now.
Handoff running left, Irving. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Come on.
3rd and 4. Play action. Now Purdy. That is caught. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. Throwing here, Purdy. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here's 2nd and 10. Purdy. He's got this downfield to McBride. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's a quick throw to McBride. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Purdy from the gun. Escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Now Purdy. Over the middle, he'll get it to Harrison. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Marvin Harrison Jr. from 8 yards out. And the Cardinals will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one goes for 30 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Christian Watson, 50 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shot along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. Purdy now to throw. Finds his man. It's John Mechie. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Let's go.
Here's Purdy. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, they have really gotten after him in this first half. He's been on the run throughout. And you can imagine he just might have some words for his linemen come halftime.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Shotgun now with Purdy. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They'll try and throw for it here. Steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
If there's one thing they aren't lacking in, it's confidence. They took a big and maybe unnecessary risk going for that 4th down. He put them on his shoulders, though, and paid off the big-time gamble.
Loose inside the 30. Touchdown, Cardinals. Michael Wilson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around. And he's got him in, complete. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A huge play there for Arizona. 67 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
They give it off here to the tight end. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards to go on second down from the 7. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Tip Ryman taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Cardinals go up by 2 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. Nix to the air. Flush to his right. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. He'll get this one down near the... Yard line, just shy of the 20. 33 yards that time.
Defensive talk 101. Don't let the quarterback out of the pocket, because when that happens, yeah, you may shrink the field with your defense, but it's so easy to lose someone on the backside. And he finds him and picks up a big gain.
Nix from the shotgun. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. First down, here's Mitchell. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Second down and 4. Another run with Mitchell. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Broncos have cut it back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
35. Broncos 28.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now it's Nix. And that is incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Throwing Nix. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. He'll buy some time right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Here's Nix. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Wolf on now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Throwing after the interception. Nix over the middle, complete. That's Watson. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Nick's going to tap this forward. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That one a first down pickup of 8. To throw is Nix. Escaping the pressure. Now the ball comes loose. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Caught by Wilson. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Purdy, he's going to change the look here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Fourth down try. Here's Purdy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Purdy looking to throw. Caught. It's Wilson. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. On the handoff, this is Irving. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Touchdown, Cardinals! Trey McBride, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. Forced out to his left. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
On 1st and 10, here's Irving. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Bucky Irving, 37 yards. And the Cardinals are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Well, Charles, no matter what the prognosticators say before the season, whether they think you're going to be good, bad, or somewhere in the middle, you never quite know how week one is going to play out. But for them, it has been an impressive performance, and they are well on their way to a 1-0 start.
Yeah, it's a lot like opening up presents, isn't it, partner? You're not quite sure what's inside, but you're hopeful, right? In this case, exactly what they were looking for, exactly what they need.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
Now a 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun is Nix. Able to find Gray here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
To throw, here's Nix. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they topped 30.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Back to the air with Nix. Right side, and he finds Gray. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. B.J. Ojulari getting in there and dropping it.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailed by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
This will be caught at about the 6. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They're going. It's Nix. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
That ball caught by Harrison. And they work this out past the 25. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
First down.
Here's a handoff to Irving. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding.
And the ball is knocked out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do, but let's face it. You know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
Here we go. Sack. Ready?
They run over center with Mitchell. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides, but to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
On first down, they go back to Mitchell. Oh, good move. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, partner, tonight was a great way to kick the season off. That before the game, probably as much pomp and circumstance to start a season as I can ever remember. And this is just game 1 of many to come sitting next to you. Really looking forward to it.
As am I. Great to be back in booth with you for another season. Great to get this year underway. You and I both know interesting is going